Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's me, Luca Mendes, back again for another video. And this time you can see my tripods over here. So if the audio is bad and the lighting is bad, that's why, because I'm gonna be using this tripod with the audio. Not the audio I'm gonna be using here, so it might just be a little bit worse this video, I'm sorry. I'm trying to work on that. But the lighting is gonna be here because I thought I'd do a different style of video on the channel now, and that would be review about or showing my collection about the movies I own. And I gotta get really close because this was the best solution I could find to show you guys the best. But I'm gonna show you my Steelbook collection of movies and also my Criterion. If you don't know what Criterion is like a really expensive version of a movie. It's a very collectible piece. Basically, I'm just wasting my money here for simple pleasures because I like stuff like that. But yeah, I'm gonna start recording on the other one now. Starting off, we're gonna start off with my Criterion for the Grand Budapest Hotel, which is one of my favorite movies I've ever watched. And I'm gonna show these very basically. I'm not gonna go full on review on them, but let's get started with that one. So here's the Criterion. So I got this one in a used store because honestly I didn't want to pay the full price on it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. But yeah, and then if you pull it out, it's like shows them on the baths, and then I'll pull it out from the back. There's a little poster in there, that's why I'm not taking it out of the way because I don't want to fix it. But yeah, that's one of them. You know, I'll cut in between so you don't have to. The next one, and if you notice, there's a pattern in my Criterion collection. They're all Wes Anderson movies. I'm a big fan of him, so most of the movies I own, all of the movies I own, Criterion his. So we have Fantastic Mr. Fox now. This is also a slipcover. I'm not gonna take it all the way again because there's something in there. I don't know. It's kind of annoying to put it back in, but here it is. Then the next Wes Anderson movie Criterion we have is The Royal Tenenbaums. Sorry, I gotta get used to doing this review. This is the cover on it. I really like this cover. It's simplistic. Shows the details from the movie. And it's very subtle. I've watched most of these movies I own. Actually, I think I've watched every single movie I own. Besides one. And I'll let you know that one. And then I have The Life Aquatic. I believe I'm missing 3 of the Wes Anderson movies that I have available on the Criterion. But yeah, those are the Criterions. That's all the ones I own. So now we're going to start the Steelbook collection. The Steelbook collection is, if you don't know what a Steelbook is, it's pretty much the Blu-ray or 4K of a movie, just in a steel case that has a sometimes really cool art, sometimes it's just very lazy art, but we hope for every single one to be a cool art. Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, so here's the first one. First one is from not one of my favorite movies, I would say, but it's a very good movie that I enjoyed, and it's Leonardo DiCaprio. You can't go wrong with him, you know? So it's The Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, I bought the Steelbook on Walmart for only like $7. For the Steelbooks, I'll open the case so you can see inside. It's a great scene to use it on the inside, I think. And then the back cover. It's money because they do some illegal stuff with money. Next Steelbook, we're gonna go away from this genre of movies into a very different genre of movies. And that's the first Harry Potter, the Sorcerer's Stone Steelbook. I got this on Best Buy. I didn't even know it was the thing until I walked in there and I saw it. But I thought it was cool. I was starting my collection. So I was like, you know what? And the inside, you can barely see it, but it's the Hogwarts Express. It's 3 different CDs. But yeah. Next one, I bought it. Even though I didn't enjoy the movie a lot, I still bought it just to be part of the collection. But that's Fantastic Beasts and the Secret of Dumbledore. I think the only part I like this movie is when Dumbledore and Grindelwald fight, and that's for like 15 seconds, so that's saying something. But this cover is really cool with the Phoenix Featherweight, because the Dumbledore, he has a Phoenix, the Phoenix in the background. And then, ooh, I haven't opened this one in a while, so this one, a little bit stuck. And inside could have been something more creative, could have, but still the Phoenix one. Next, I got this one for $5 on the Best Buy website, and I was just like, why not, you know? And then, yeah, that's Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, I believe, yeah. And then here's is the second movie, as you can see from the cover behind here. And then inside, there's nothing. It's a pretty plain one, but it was $5. I was like, you don't really see Steelbook. They're usually going for retail like $36. So if you find something for $5, you gotta go for it. At least that's my way of thinking. Next one is the Justice League, the Joss Whedon Justice League. Even though it's a very hated movie, again, it was like $7, and I like the art, so I was like, why not? Here's that art. It's really good, the art, even though the movie is not that great. And the back is the same art but black and white, which I actually find it pretty cool. I don't know actually what the inside is because I never took the CDs out, and I don't plan on taking it now because I don't watch this version of the movie. Speaking of Justice League, we have Justice League Snyder Cut, the Zack Snyder's version. And I like the Steelbook. It just shows their heads fighting as a team in a mother box. And then on the inside, you can see a team shot of them. You can barely see, but it's their heads over there. There's a lot of CDs in there. But I really like this Steelbook. Keeping on the theme of DC, we have the Joker, or Joker, I guess it's just Joker. Sorry, that's a little out of frame. And I really like this Steelbook because I really like this movie. And this back cover is so great. That scene's so good. And then the inside is him painting on his face, which, great. Again, great choice. And this one's very, like, glossy, I think. The other ones are a little bit matte. Like the Justice League Snyder cut was very matte. But this next one is very matte too. It's from the Christopher Nolan trilogy. It's The Dark Knight Rises. I think this could have incorporated a little bit more of Bane, not just the broken mask, even though I still think the broken mask is pretty good. But it's just like a rain and a broken mask. And then inside, I don't even know what's inside because I haven't taken the CDs out. Most of these movies I watch online, I just have this purely for collection purposes. But yeah. Next one we have is The Dark Knight movie with the Heath Ledger. I really like this cover with the bat signal on fire. Him just standing here, Christian Bale, such a good choice for this role. And the back is the legend, the GOAT, Heath Ledger as Joker. And then the inside, it's Batman on a bike, which can't really go wrong, you know, with that. But yeah. So next one to complete the Christopher Nolan collection is Batman Begins. And I didn't have this Steelbook until like the other day when I saw it in a used store. And it was like $7 and I bought it to complete the selection. There's no art inside, but you know, you had to get the first one, especially because the first one is better than the third one as a movie. Then we go into a different Batman, and that's Matt Reeves' Batman. And then I have his Steelbook, the US version of the Steelbook. Well, at least the first version that was released in the US that I think is pretty cool. The inside is just like a bunch of like writing saying to the Batman. Here's the CDs. And then I can close this out. And then I bought this was the UK version, I believe, and then they released here in the US, so I also got it because I'm a big fan of the Batman. And I really like this version a lot better than the first one that was released here in the US. Like him on the rain with the car in the back. The back cover is Riddler with a card. You can see my fingerprints on it. This one's very matte. The finish. Oh, there's your code if anyone wants a free Batman movie. I forgot I had that in here. And you can't even see the arts inside, but I believe it's Catwoman and Batman on it. So that ends our DC section of the collection. Let's go into the next one, which is another Leonardo DiCaprio movie, and also Tom Hanks. And that's Catch Me If You Can. I found it for, I think, $20 at Best Buy, so I was like, I've never watched the movie. Let's just get it. Watch the movie and also say a Steelbook, which is a pretty good movie. I don't think it's amazing, but it's pretty good. If you open inside, there's this really... I like the simplistic art on this one, which is pretty much as like a hide-and-seek game, this whole movie. After that, I have one of my top 10 movies of last year, and that's Nope. And this is like literally the mouth of the alien spaceship, and then here we have the helmet from the motorbike guy, and then inside there's a map of how they were planning to catch the monster. Not very like full of stuff, but I like it. I like how simplistic it is. The next two ones, I found it for a really good deal at Walmart for $7.50, and that's Andrew Garfield's Hacksaw Ridge. And yeah, this is amazing. It describes the movie really well. The art. This even more describes the movie really well, because that's the Hacksaw Ridge. Here's the inside. I really like this movie. Andrew Garfield's amazing on it. But the movie overall is also really amazing. Okay. This is the only movie I haven't watched that I have in my collection. Again, I got this one for $7.50 at Walmart, and I still gotta watch it, but it has a slipcover that if you take out, it just shows her without the logo Sicario on it, and then Josh Brolin and this other actor that I can't think of his name at the moment. But yeah, it's a pretty good one. Next, we have another one of my favorite movies, and that's La La Land, starring Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. This movie is amazing, and I have to make a video on it. I have to for my channel, just because I really love it. And then this also has a slipcover that once you take it out, it becomes even more amazing. Even though I like that first slipcover a little bit too, it just kind of shows you the whole entire movie in one case, and it's crazy. Here's the inside with such a great scene. So yeah, I really love this one. Next Steelbook is also one that I got for really cheap at Walmart, and that's another movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, and that's Quentin Tarantino's The Django Unchained with Jamie Foxx, Christopher Waltz, and yeah, this movie is amazing. Leonardo DiCaprio's performance on it is amazing. Jamie Foxx's performance on it is amazing. Christopher Waltz is amazing on it. But it's a very simplistic Steelbook. There's not much crazy to it. There's no art anything inside. But it's really good. Then we have another Quentin Tarantino movie. And this one is starring Brad Pitt. And that's Inglourious Basterds. I really like this case. It just has Brad Pitt's character, which is probably the best part of the movie. In the back, there's the symbol. And then inside, this cover is such a good frame of the movie. And I believe here's Brad Pitt. Now, for the last part of my collection is all going to be Marvel. So, yeah, let's get into it. There's not much to say, it's Marvel. This one is Avengers Age of Ultron. And I heard there's a Vision version of this Steelbook. I've never seen it. The one I found in a used store for really cheap was the Ultron version. And I'm glad I did, because I prefer getting the Ultron version to the Vision version. Inside there's the Avengers. Pretty cool. And this was one of my favorite Marvel movies. I'm not saying it's one of the best, but I really enjoyed this movie the first few times I watched. Then I have X-Men Days of a Future Past, which is a really great X-Men movie. It's one of the only few great X-Men movies. In the back you can see a Sentinel. And inside there's like this little booklet and all the X-Men. Then I also have X-Men Apocalypse, because once I got one X-Men, I was like, might as well try to find the other ones for cheap at used stores. So I found this one. This one has a little like glue here. You can kind of see the residuals. And yeah. But it's very simplistic. It has Apocalypse on it. And then inside, there's just hieroglyphics. But I liked it because it's Oscar Isaac. So he's a pretty good actor. Next, I have X-Men First Class, and this is the only last one X-Men Steelbook I have. It shows the whole team here. I like this cover a lot, but I also really like this one, the dynamic between good and bad in the movie. And then inside there's the villains. Then I have a Steelbook that I purely bought just because of the villains on the cover, and that's Spider-Man No Way Home. I purely bought just because of the Electro, Green Goblin, and Dr. Octopus on the cover, because besides that, there's not really much exciting about this cover. Inside is just like colorful stuff. I really like the CD though. Look at how cool that design looks. And yeah. Next one is a Steelbook for a very underrated Marvel movie in my opinion, and that's Eternals. I really love this movie. I watched it 4 times on the theaters. I loved it every time. I watched once with my parents at home. Loved it again. I still love it. Even though it's not everybody's cup of tea, I really enjoyed it. And this is the art up front. It could have been more creative. Could have. I think it definitely could have. But I still liked it. And then inside we have Arsham. I wish Arsham was the front cover. But you I got everything you liked, right? So I was like, oh wow. And then for the last Steelbook, and my most recent purchase of a Steelbook is the Wakanda Forever Steelbook, the Talokan version. And I heard a lot of people saying, oh, but the Talokan version is so chaotic. I'm like, but the movie's chaotic. That's perfect representation in the art. Plus, it looks so much better than the Shuri one, because it has Namor with his crown on. That's the best costume design I've seen in a while. Him, Namor, and Atuma, their costume design is so great. This is the front of it, and then this is the back. Very chaotic, yes, but it's very beautiful in my opinion. And then inside we have just the Telecom crown. Here's the CDs are really cool in this movie. It's Namor and then the Shuri Black Panther. Yeah. But yeah. That is my collection. That's all the Blu-ray, Steelbooks I own. Not Blu-rays. I do have some Blu-rays. I have all the Harry Potter movies on Blu-ray, 3 DVDs, and some on Blu-rays. And then I have the 3 John Wick movies on Blu-ray. And then I have Friends all on Blu-ray. But those they're normal. You can find them in any store. They're not that special, so I didn't think I should show them. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of my collection. What purchase do you think I should buy next? I think the next Steelbook I'll probably get is the Babylon Steelbook, because Damien Chazelle movie. I'm hoping I can have all the Damien Chazelle movies on Steelbook. I don't know if I'm going to buy the Whiplash one, because my brother already has it, so I don't want to have the same one he has. But let me know what you guys think I should buy next. Please like and subscribe, and share with the others. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.